It's loud and clear on this side.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Lovington, New Mexico. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, sir. How you doing this evening?
Another day on the live. It's hoop season. We got Charlie, a.k.a. The Thumb, on the mic, so we're going to try to have you a little bit better video coverage tonight. We're just testing mics, getting ready to go live, trying to check our sound, and we'll be ready to start with our pregame show here in the next few minutes. Any thoughts before we take a quick break and get ready?
No, so we're up here in Lovington watching the Lady Wildcats play some basketball against the Dexter Demons.
And it looked like they're ready to rumble. The JV just beat the Dexter JV 52-12.
That's a good win right there. That's a good victory, boys.
That's what you call a thumping.
That's right. That's right.
A thumping, get it?
A thumb pin. A thumb pin. That's right.
Thumping.
Hey, we'll get started here in the next few minutes. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Of your Lady Wildcats 2023-24 basketball season. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. We're ready for some basketball.
And, of course, we couldn't do it without the one, the only, Bernie Mac, a.k.a. Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
How you doing, sir? How you doing? Ready for some Lovington basketball?
We are. We're happy to be here, excited and honored to cover Lovington, here in Lovington, the home of the 2023 state football champions. Congratulations, Wildcats. And now it's time for some hoops. It's Dexter versus Lovington. It's the Demons versus the Wildcats. I'm feeling blue, so let's get it on. This Lovington team saw great improvement last season under the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chief, a.k.a. Coach Bridgeforth, Mr. Basketball. Chief returned to Lovington after spending some time in Denver City, Texas. He had tremendous success over in Denver City, taking a group of young ladies deep into the Texas playoffs, all the way to the Texas Final Four, a huge accomplishment in Texas. But now, guess who's back? Back again. Chief is back, and he's ready to begin a new run here with the Lady Cats in Lovington. He's got them headed in the right direction. He's far more cake than icing. A guy with a passion for the game. We need more like him. I'm proud of my guy, Chief. Last season, Lovington more than doubled their wins from the year before. They followed the regular season with a run into the state tournament. In fact, Lovington came within seconds of an upset over 4A powerhouse Hope Christian in the Sweet 16. Lovington eventually fell in that playoff game 47-44, but they had put the state on notice that Chief and the Lady Cats were back. Lovington returns most of last season's team, a team that I personally have watched put in work over the offseason. Chief has had shooting camps, dribbling camps, youth camps, tons of other programs and camps to continue to build upon last season's success. The man has a passion, and we need more people like him in the game. He's in the gym more than anybody I know, and he's been doing it for 40 years and still loves it and is energetic about it. The Cats will be led this year by senior point guard Liz Buendia. Buendia averaged over 13 points a game a year ago. She added 62 assists, led the team in free throw percentage with nearly 75%, and was second in the team in steals with over 2 per game. She has handles, she can get to the rack off the bounce, and plays with an aggressive chip on her shoulders, crossovers, step backs, euros. She's got those in her arsenal. She has received offers already to play college basketball at the next level, including an offer to Wayland Baptist University. That's Liz, the Truth, Buendia.
That's not used the feedback from the...
Double dose of MC. They have the first of their MC is not Mariah Carey. It's the youngest of the MC clan in Malaya Castro. We're going to call her MC1, the Jedi Knight herself, Princess Leia. Leia's giving spirit gave opponents 253 points last season. She was giving it to them. Her spirit of giving continued as she gave out 43 assists. But then, unfortunately for opponents, the dark side took over. She was possessed. I don't know if it was by Vader or Ebenezer Scrooge himself, because that ball humbug spirit led her to a team-high 56 steals. She was snatching cookies. MC1, ladies and gentlemen. The second MC is senior Myra Castro. We'll call her MC squared. That'd be MC2.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
This young lady is like Rudolph with her nose so bright. She's the vocal leader on the team. She's in the top 3 in multiple categories, including steals and assists. Look for MC squared to guide this sleigh tonight. I guess that makes Chief Santa or Yoda, he resembles more of a skinny Santa. Ashlyn Barunda also returns for the Cats. The sophomore utility player can do it all. She's one of the leaders in the paint. She leads the team in rebounds. She's second in blocks. She also led the team in three-point percentage a year ago. That's Ashlyn Barunda. The team's leading rebounder returns as senior Erlyn Salcido hits the hardwood. She led the team last year in rebounds with 151. She also had the team's high field goal percentage with nearly 50% from the floor. And of course, you can't mention this Lovington squad without talking about 6'5" Abigail Schaus, the Schauster, not in my Schaus. This young lady is fairly new to the game, but she has all the tools to be a great one. This young lady is long at 6'5", dang near a 7-foot wingspan. She's athletic. She is truly a problem for those other teams. As a former coach, I always used to say, I can teach people to dribble. I can teach people to shoot. I can teach people to play defense, but I can't teach somebody to be 6'5".
Oh, no, you cannot.
She's the truth at 6'5". I have no doubt that Chief will make her or turn her into an amazing player. Opposing teams better watch out. 6'5" is nothing to mess with. This young lady could be fire. That is the Schauster. For Dexter, the Lady Demons are led by former Hobbs Eagle Jacob Alfaro. Alfaro spent some time coaching within the Hobbs system before making his way over to the Dexter schools. He is also married to a young lady who I used to coach in Hobbs, Gabby. They're good people. Looking at this Dexter lineup, it looks like an almost completely different lineup than last season. I noticed several 8th graders, some freshmen, extremely young. Looking at the roster, I'm guessing it may be a rebuilding year. I guess we will see here shortly. Dexter last year was 9-19 on the season. They did make it into the state tournament, lost in the first round. Dexter and Lovington faced off twice last year. Lovington won both those games by an average of about 40.
Whoa.
A tradition on our broadcast has become our coach's tail of the tape intro. So we're gonna jump right over into that tail of the tape. It's we kind of pair up our broadcast like we're doing a little UFC action here today. So we'll get this started.
Not going through, huh?
It's time! First, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man is originally from Hobbs, a former Hobbs Eagle. He got his coaching start in the legendary Ralph Tasker Arena. He brings his version of the Eagle Press straight to Demon territory. He stands about 6 feet tall and weighed in at a solid 200 pounds. Formerly the pride of Hobbs, now fighting out of Dexter, New Mexico, Jammin' Jacob Alfaro. And his opponent standing in the white corner. This man is a Lee County basketball legend. He made more shots than Steph Curry. He's taken more teams to the playoffs than LeBron James. A true coaching icon. He once took Brian Urlacher and Taman Domzowski to school at the same time. Fighting out of Lovington, New Mexico by way of Denver City, Texas. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing in at 175 pounds. He is the reigning, defending, free throw shooting champion of the world. The man, the myth, the legend, Chief, the Duke, Ridgeforth.
The Chief is in the house.
Your referee in charge today will be Herb Dean.
Zoom in after this.
We are pumped, we're excited, we're ready to get it on here in Lovington. Resendo, any thoughts?
I think right now, Age is going to take advantage of that youth out there. He's going to come in, throw him down on the floor, beat him up a little bit, ground and pound, and take care of business.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be a good one. I think for Lovington here, it's a good game to get the season start off. I think my keys to victory for them are, number one, they got to take care of the ball. Two, they got to stay out of foul trouble. There's not many of them, as you can see.
On either side of the court.
Yeah.
That's right. And
a lot of blue, though.
Next, they got to, for Lovington, they got to control the tempo. I'd like to see Buendia kind of control the game. And I'd like to see him get Schaus going down low at 6'4", 6'5". You know, that could be interesting.
Yeah, that's where you set the
matchups.
pace at. Just feed her the ball until she keeps missing. And once she starts making, keep it in more.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're excited. We're getting ready to go. This is our first time to ever cover a Lovington game.
Where Eunice is not playing.
Yeah, where we're not.
I forgot I wore my red shirt over here.
Wearing red. We're all in blue, Charlie.
I might get beat
We're all
up.
in blue, man.
I just couldn't hardly put blue on. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm getting messages here asking if we're doing the game, and I am. So
That's a big yes.
yes. So looks like they're getting ready to intro the two teams. Looks like they're going to play the national anthem. So we'll step away for just a moment for the playing of the national anthem. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Lovington Wildcat or Lady Wildcat
Lady
Sports.
Wildcats, yes, sir.
The Lady Wildcats have a roster of number 5, Aubrey Aranda, number 10, Myra Castro, MC squared, number 12, Malaya Castro, MC1, the Jedi Princess Leia, number 14, Ashlyn Barunda. I'm going to call her the motor, Runda. Number 20, Elizabeth Liz Buendia. Number 24, Aaron Salcido, and number 42, Abigail Schaus. Not in my Schaus. For the Dexter Lady Demons, they've got number 1, Citlali Jimenez, number 4, Anahi Morez, number 10, Keloni Navarez, number 15, Jasmine Acosta, number 21, Monse Jimenez, number 22, Ariana Armstrong, number 35, Corina Fuentes, number 50, Arjana Candelaria, and then I was told that Erica Payan and Reina Rivas will also be on the team. They weren't sure what numbers they're going to be. That was according to Coach Jacob Alfaro, the coach originally from Hobbs that's now over here at Dexter.
It's going to be a tough start for that coach out there, man. He has a very young team in Dexter, but we'll see what kind of battle they put up tonight.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Want to shout out to our sponsors before we get going. We're running the Unis board, so we don't have all of your normal things, but Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, and Western States Insurance. I think that's how that comes out.
I agree with you.
All right, so we'll chit-chat, talk about some things as the game goes on, but it looks like we're getting ready to get it on here. Girls Hoops is alive and well in Lovington.
In Lee County so far. Right now, the Lady Eagles are playing in El Paso.
They don't do a jump ball, huh?
Yeah, they're about to jump it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you saying now? Charlie?
Okay.
Charlie just came back from Tennessee.
I wonder why the tall girl's not out there.
Charlie's from Tennessee. Yeah, she doesn't start, and she didn't last year either. She's young, she's just a sophomore. But
I'd have her on this one.
Patience is a virtue, boys.
Just reach up and grab it.
So here we go. Lovington getting ready for the tip-off here versus Dexter. There's the tip. Into the hands of number 14. That is Barunda. Down into the hands of 12, who misses the gimme. And a rebound to number 35, Corina Fuentes. It'll take me a minute to grab the names and match up with everybody, and my eyesight is not very good looking. So here goes Dexter with the ball.
Number 10
almost
has it.
knocked away. And his shot goes up. It is no good. Big 2-4 Salcido with the rebound. They end up with the ball in the hands of Buendia. Buendia attacks through the middle.
Nice
A little
cut move, baby.
She lays it in. Dipsy-do with the left-hand kiss off the glass. 2 points for Liz.
And Lovington is in a half-court press here.
Yeah, they like to run this little 1-2-2 half-court trap and trap it right up here in the corner, and that's what they're doing. It's stolen away there by Buendia. Buendia running out.
Oh, Liz.
She lays it in again, and this time she's fouled, misses the shot, but she'll go to the line for 2.
And that's going to be dangerous once the Dexter gets in foul trouble because they don't have that many players like you said earlier.
Yeah,
it's the game.
Going to create some problems for them for sure. Early here in the game, the score is 2-0 in favor of the Lady Wildcats. 7-11 on the board. It's time for a big goal.
Big goal.
She knocks down the first one, does Buendia. That is Buendia, right?
Yes, sir. Number 20.
Man, I'm telling you, I got to do something with these eyes.
We got to get you some binoculars.
Any of you eye doctor people out there want to help a fella, I could use it. She knocks down the next one. That's 4 points already for Buendia. It's 4-0, and here comes Dexter back the other way.
You're too old for LASIK surgery.
That clock is froze up. It ain't moving, and so
is that Biddy running it?
It probably is. It's 7-11. It's still time for a big gulp. It's been time for a big gulp a while. Ty Friend calls the travel.
Turn the clock on.
It didn't run that whole
Don't be name dropping, boy. The ref called the travel.
So Buendia goes around this left side, driving, kicks out to number 12. That's Castro. Castro's shot no good, but rebounded by the Sis. Kicks back out to Buendia. She takes the 3. It won't go. A rebound and a putback by 2-4. That's Salcido. And it's 6-0 just like that. Lovington leads.
And the clock is moving now.
It is moving. Dexter
I got you, boss.
throws it into the middle, tries to swing it backside, almost throws it away, and here they come up to the top of the key. Trying to see if I can see what
That's
number that
Jimenez.
is. Number 1, that is Jimenez, and it's a turnover, and here comes Castro on the run out. She drops across court pass to Buendia, who spins around, drops it in, and she's got 6. The Lady Cats lead 8-0, and Dexter wants to talk about it. They take a TO, baby.
A quick timeout here. As the timeout starts, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors: Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington's Auto Supply, and Western State Insurance. It's just 5 of them, and I still can't do it right, Charlie.
We've got you covered. Western State. I think that's how that commercial goes.
I ain't never heard it, man. I got to watch more TV, man.
You got to listen to some Lovington Wildcat sports, you know.
I know, something.
Yeah, hey, so Lovington jumps out to the early lead here. So far, going like we thought it might. It's 8-0. Just a couple of minutes into this ball game, if we're that far. And so, been a tough one so far here for the Dexter Lady Demons. 6:25 on the clock, so we're just over a minute and a half into this thing. It's 8-0, Lovington to inbound it.
And the pressure has gone back. They went to a 2-3 zone, I believe.
I was trying to see who this is. Is that 22?
21's bringing the ball down, sir.
21.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 21 is Jimenez. That's another Jimenez. She dribbles over to the right side, drops it in the middle. It's stolen away by the Cats. They kick it ahead to Castro. Castro lays it in. That's Malaya Castro, the Princess Leia, the Jedi Knight, Jedi Master. It's 10-0. The Cats are on top. And here come the Demons back the other way. Slinging it into the middle to number 10, Navarez. The shot is up. It's no good. 14 with a big rebound. That's Borunda. And here they come back the other way. Buendia with the step back. Her shot won't go. Rebounded by Dexter. And Dexter will bring it back across the timeline.
That's number 10.
Navarez.
Oh, I was almost back
man,
court there.
I thought so
Close,
too.
real close.
They step through the Cat, head over to the right side. Spinning back into the middle is Jimenez. Her shot is
nice
up, and
shot.
she hits it. Nothing but net for Jimenez. That's first 2 points for the Lady Demons. Quickly back the other way is Buendia.
Oh, reverse
all the
layup
way
misses.
to the rack. Her shot is no good, but a rebound and a putback by Aaron Salcedo, and it's 12-2. 5:19 on the clock. And here comes Jimenez for Dexter, bringing it across the timeline, near the top of the key. Looking into the middle. She has it stripped away. On the run out is the Lady Cat, or Lady Cats, laying it in. Borunda, run, lays it in. And it's 14-2 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Whoa.
Bringing it across the timeline again is Dexter. Pump fake does Jimenez, and then she throws it away. It's Buendia. Buendia all by herself. Lays it in with the left hand after the steal, and it's 16-0, or 16-2. Woo. Man, I may not be able to get as excited as I'd like.
Pace yourself. This is going to be a long game, boss. Pace yourself.
Dexter Jimenez brings it across the timeline, looking over to the right
Another
side.
stolen
Has it
by.
knocked away.
Goodness.
Here goes Buendia. She kicks it ahead to 14. That's Borunda, who lays it in. And we've got another timeout. Just like that, it's 18-2.
That
and the Lady Cats are cruising.
Well, timeout was brought by Lovington. I guess you want a little break for the girls.
Yeah,
got a little breather, put the subs in, get a little bit more action.
Change the pace.
Got
They ain't got many
pace.
subs. They ain't got many subs over there.
Well, we do have some sponsors.
Go ahead, try to take it away,
Stone
Johnny.
Oilfield Services, Trucking Company, Lee County Electric Co-op, providing our power here. Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, right? And Western States Insurance.
Hey, I want to shout out to the man, the myth, the legend. There's a bunch of them up here in Lovington. This is the county seat, so they got all them legends up here.
Famous,
Keith
infamous
Clayton,
people.
we appreciate you listening. Know you're listening back there, sending us some messages. He's the man. My buddy Keith, known him a long time, and so him and his Wildcats are state champs, and so we appreciate you listening. So here we go, inbounding to Jimenez for Dexter. She's going to walk it up toward the timeline, crosses half court, Lovington in that 2-3 zone, and she's going to travel and turn it over again, and the Lady Demons are struggling.
That's an understatement.
Castro inbounds to Buendia for the Lady Cats. Dexter's brought out that half-court pressure. Buendia with a nice little crossover into the hands of Aranda, who throws it down low to Schaus. Schaus spins around. She didn't get it in there, but, man, she made a good-looking move. Misses it. Jimenez with the rebound for Dexter, and here they come the other direction. Under 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. 18-2 is the score.
That's 23. She's not on the roster, Coach.
That's true. That is true. There's a steal. They kick it ahead into the hands of Castro. Castro reaches out and lays it in. That was Malaya Castro. The Jedi's got 4. And back the other way is Jimenez. I keep hearing like a broadcast coming through my headset.
That was mine.
Is it?
Another turnover. Schaus gets the rebound here.
Schaus grabs one, and here she comes, pushing ahead to Lovington. Lovington over to Buendia. Buendia trying to slow everybody down and set the offense up. Coach telling them to ease it up a little bit here. They're looking down low for Schaus. She's trying to post up. Castro going to step into a 3, and that's Myra Castro. MC squared says 3 me up. Bang, bang, bang. With my foot in the dog's caboose all day long. It's 23-2 with 2:50 remaining in the first. Dexter back the other direction. Jimenez going to throw up a 3. It won't go, and it's rebounded by Dexter, and here they come in a foot race. Malaya Castro. She lays it in, slicing and dicing like the Jedi that she is, and it's 25-2. Man.
Wow.
What is you take all the excitement away on the defensive side. You just like pause.
Dexter Jimenez over to the other side. Kicking it down low. They're trying to figure out somewhere to go with it. Skipping it back out to Jimenez. Her shot is up. It
and
rattles
good.
around and goes in. Jimenez has got 4 points, and that's what Dexter's got. She's going to jump up there in a one-man press now, too. She's in a 1-1-1-1-1 press.
She's taking over.
Here comes Dexter's
coast to coast.
Lovington, and the rebound and the putback by Schaus. Schaus says, not in my Schaus. And we're going to have another timeout. How many timeouts can you have in one quarter?
By God, this is the 4th one, I think, or 3rd.
It's 27-4.
Be out of timeouts by the end of the first quarter.
Buendia came down the lane as she was pump faking through their Euro, and she looked like she was dancing to some peso pluma as she stepped down the paint. She dropped it over to Schaus, and Schaus laid it in. It's 27-4, and I'm going to run out of excitement here pretty soon.
I'm speechless,
Somebody
bro.
bring Jimmy some caffeine or something.
Something, man. Something. And nothing against Dexter. Like we said, they're struggling. They have a real young team. A couple of 8th graders, like you said. According to this, we got 3 8th graders, 1 9th grader, 1 senior, 2 seniors. So it's going to be tough for them to adapt against Lovington. Lovington, like you said, a powerhouse, you can say, in their division.
Yeah, they've been down for a few years, but they've really been getting it back together here of late. And so, and then, of course, with a man like Chief Bridgeforth at the helm, this guy coached in Lovington for 33 years as a coach, a principal, an athletic director before going over to Denver City. Once he got to Denver City, he ended up taking over a team over there that went all the way to the Texas Final Four. A bunch of young ladies that I used to coach on a travel team eventually played for his team over there. Pretty good group. A bunch of those girls went on to play college basketball. Then he came back here. Now in his 2nd year here, he's turned things around in Lovington. 1:55 on the clock, 27-4 is the score, and Dexter is going to inbound it, and bringing it across the timeline is Jimenez. She has it taken away as soon as she crossed the timeline on the run out. And misses the run out
but gets on rebound, fade away.
And the putback. I was trying to see, that's
number 14,
which is Barunda. Run. She does have the motor.
Foul.
She got a shot, a rebound, and a putback, and now she'll go to the line. She's got 4 points already.
She's working on her stats, boys.
I'm telling you. 1:40 on the clock. Barunda heads to the line of scrimmage.
There you go. You said it again.
We're still in football mode.
Football mode. She misses
Came up
the
short
first.
on that one.
Yep.
So that was an incomplete pass there.
That definitely was.
So everybody gets set again, huh? It's going to be on 1.
That's right. She's in that.
No call it. You can't call that, Coach. You got to let it play, man.
Nobody did. She makes the second. It's now 28-4.
You got to have a little bit of leeway for the dark blue out there, man.
Man, you got to give them something. 28-4 is the score. 1:30 on the clock. Bringing it across the timeline is Dexter. Well, that is number 2-3, who's not on my roster. And they drop it over to the middle side to the other Jimenez. Back over here to 3-5, which is Fuentes. She skips it over to the other Jimenez, who has her shot blocked by Barunda. And now Barunda's on the run out.
Step out of bounds
Oh,
there.
that ain't Barunda.
That's number 5.
That's 5, man. I tell you, I'm sorry. That's a Randa.
They sounded pretty close, Barunda and Armando.
Just kind of roll your tongue and you got it.
I'm gonna have to get my either my glasses fixed or learn some of these kids better because I'm struggling. All right, so here we go. Armstrong. That ain't Armstrong.
That's number 23. There's
I'm
not
gonna
on the
call him
roster.
Armstrong. I'm gonna call him Armstrong. There's a
The motor.
by the motor, and she's gonna lay it in. Motorer, and that's 2 more points for Barunda. 59 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. And, it's 30-4, and there's going to be a steal by Buendia.
We're going to have
She's on the run
left-hand
out,
side.
and she lays it in for 2 with the left hand, and we've got a massacre going on here.
We're going to have a running clock in the second quarter.
It's 32-4 with 35 seconds
We keep barely getting running in the first quarter.
And there's another steal by Buendia, and she's on the run out again. She's going to stop, do a little turn. She steps through, drops it in, dipsy-do butter, because she's on a roll. That's 34-4, 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1.
34-4, you said, huh? Woo. Don't be repeating that again.
Man, over to the left side, stolen away again. I believe that was Barunda. She kicks it over to number 20. That's Buendia on the right side.
Oh, nice one-hand pass.
Down the middle to 2-4 Salcedo, and she lays it in. And at the end of 1, the score is 36-4 in favor of the Lady Cats.
Whew. Wow.
And we'll run through
Catch
these
your breath,
sponsors.
Jimmy. Catch your breath, boss.
Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, and Western States Insurance. Sing that song, Rosenda.
I don't know what Jimmy
Come
knows.
on, man.
Jimmy knows everything, man.
Insurance, we've got you covered. First down.
I think it goes something like that.
Something like that. Back to the game, boys. It's going to be a rough outing for Dexter, but a good job by the Lovington Wildcats here. Taking care of the ball when in transition as well, so that's pretty good. I mean, what else can you say? Something like that. You focus on the good things right now and fix the bad ones later, I guess.
Buendia's already got 12 points. Salcedo with 6. Barunda 2-4-6-7. Malaya Castro with 6. And then, of course, Myra Castro with 3.
And
over on
Jimenez
the other
with 4.
side, you got 4 points for Jimenez. And so far, that is your tale of the tape. We don't have much of a fight going here.
No,
but,
we do not.
We got a tale of the tape anyway.
This fight ended in the first round, boss.
All right, so here we go. Starting
TKO.
quarter number 2. 36-4 is the score. Jimenez brings it into the top of the key area.
Oh, nice little
Lovington
move.
back in a little 2-3 zone action again. They're going to have it snatched away. Barunda took it
ball.
away, and then it's going to be tied up in the jump ball.
That little Jimenez girl, she came out to play. She's not giving up.
Yeah, I agree. She's in there battling. It's a jump ball, though, and the ball goes to the Lady Cats.
Imagine that.
Bringing the ball up the floor is
Number 12.
and number 12. That's Castro. Over to the other Castro, swinging it cross court to Aranda. Aranda drops it into Schaus.
Oh, nice
and
little move there.
Schaus lays it in over the top of everybody for 2, and it's 38-4.
You know they can do that all night, right?
Man, when she figures that part of her game out,
yeah.
it's going to
Unstoppable.
be a long day. It reminds me of like a Clarissa fight back in the day.
Yep.
And so swinging it cross court is Jimenez. It's going to end up back in the hands of number 2-3. We'll call her Jordan because I don't have a name for her, and
Back
MJ
to
wore
Jimenez.
2-3. Stolen away by Aranda. Oh, and then stolen back by Jimenez, and she throws a shot up. It won't go. Rebound by Schaus. Coming up the left side is
Number 10.
10. That is Castro. Castro over into the corner to Aranda, who steps back and sinks the 3. And we got a 3 for Aranda. It's 41-4, 6:45 remaining in the first half. Here comes Jimenez for Dexter, setting it up. Looking over to Jordan, back up to the top of the key. Cross court skip from the other Jimenez. Back
to
over,
Jimenez.
Jimenez
Take
to
her.
Jimenez, over to the right wing, dribbles. Now she's going to back it out and pull it out a little bit. Swinging it back up to Jimenez. We got some Jimenez to Jimenez blue-on-blue crime here. Stolen away.
Talking about a crime. It just got stolen, right?
That's right.
By number
And running out
5.
and laying it in is Aranda. That's 5 points for her. And it's
I got a
6.
question.
What's that?
Do I still keep score?
Yeah, I think so.
Keep score, buddy. Keep score.
6:05. You got to keep the score. Don't be trying to lay down on your job over there. Sound like some of them people I know that don't want to work no more. You got to go to work.
Like 9 to 5, right?
That's right. Like
Oh,
Dolly,
another steal
there's
here,
another
14.
steal away by Barunda.
Motor goes down,
and
makes
she
the layup.
lays it in. That's 9 points for Barunda.
I just thought she was practicing her layups. She's made about 10 of them.
She's going to get arrested for so many steals she's gotten tonight.
45-4 is the score. Handing it off over here to number 2-3. Looking down low, they swing it back up to Jimenez, does Dexter. Dexter in the blue, of course, Lovington in the home white. Ball in the hands of 2-3, back up top to Jimenez. Jimenez going to dribble over to this right side. They'll probably hand it off to a Lady Wildcat here in a minute. Nope, they throw it down low, and Schaus says, "Nothing, my Schaus." And she slaps that one back out of bounds. And it'll be Dexter ball on the baseline. Multiple subs coming in for the Lady Cats and for the Lady Demons. 5:14 remaining here in the first half. Dexter looking to throw it in down on the baseline. They float it up into the middle. It's taken away and then stolen back by the Cats, or by the Demons.
Armstrong.
That's 22 Armstrong. Back down from Jimenez. Over to 2-1. Hit the other Jimenez. Back up to 3-2. 2-3.
32. She's not on the roster, Coach.
2-1. Now 2-1's got it. Jimenez again. She sticks that
She can
forearm
dribble.
out, dribbles through a couple of people. She gets a pick, picks up her dribble, throws it away. Number 12, Castro on the run out, kicks it ahead
20.
to number 20.
The
That's
senior.
Buendia. Buendia now, I believe that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 30, 14 points for her.
She's about to get 20 before half.
She definitely could. 4:30 remaining here in
Oh,
quarter
look at
number
the
2.
steal. Did she
It
go?
is.
She
It's
stole it.
stolen away by Castro.
Over number
Castro
20.
kicks it ahead to Buendia. Buendia
Oh, it
missed
misses
the
the layup.
gimme. She missed the chip shot. And here goes Dexter back the other way. Sometimes in games like this, that kind of stuff can definitely happen. Throwing
Number
up
10.
a long one is Navarez. Her shot won't go. It sails out of bounds, and it's going to be a Wildcat ball.
She turns and looks at the bench and laughs. Oh, number 20.
Yeah.
The senior.
47-4 is the score. 4:05 on the clock. Buendia calling out the offense, brings it across the timeline. Dexter in the 2-3 zone. Going to run that little weave. She hands it off, kicks it over to Castro in the corner. Castro
Money.
pulls for 3, and that's Myra Castro. That's her second 3 of the game for MC Squared. 3:45 on the clock. The score shows 50-4. It's a bad day to be a Demon out here because the Wildcats are chewing on Demon legs.
You said it shows like if it's not true, right? It shows 50-4. I don't know why.
Dexter with it near the top of the key. That's
35.
3-5 Fuentes. She almost had it taken away. Now
nice
she
stop.
throws it away. The ball's kicked ahead to Buendia. Buendia going to take it herself and lay it in with the left hand for 2. That's 16 points for Buendia. And it's 52-4, 3:15 on the clock. You know that little emoji or meme or whatever that says "throw it in the towel," and it's got
Yes.
that's kind
Yes,
of 52-4. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Fuentes with it over on the right wing. She
This
has
guy.
it poked away. Diving ahead for it is
And we'll call
2-4.
it for a
That's
travel.
Salcedo.
A jump ball on that one.
They're going to call the jump ball. 2:52 on the clock, 52-4, multiple subs. You know, they've only got 7 young ladies on the roster.
2 in, 2
So
out.
it's just 2 in, 2 out every minute or so for Lovington. So Dexter throws it in. That's number 2-3, going to bring it across the timeline. She takes it over, swings it over to Jimenez on the right wing. She's going to dribble back up toward the top of the key. She throws it up near the top, almost to a Lady Wildcat. It's grabbed by the other Jimenez, and now they're going to reset. Bringing it up top is 2-3, who swings it over to Jimenez, who takes a long 3. It won't go.
Oh, in and out of
Big Schaus had to rebound, but it gets knocked out of her hands,
By
but it will
number
be
30.
Wildcat ball.
It will be a wild card ball, but it's number 32 who's not on the roster. Playing hard out there. I'm sorry, 22.
22 is Armstrong.
Yes.
So Lovington to throw it in. They're going to roll it in and then throw it back to Buendia. Buendia brings it across the timeline, trying to get the offense set up. She takes it over to the right side, little handoff. They come off the screen from Schaus. Back to Buendia,
Oh,
who
wow.
takes a long 3.
How close
and
am I to
she
20?
sinks them.
How close
Bang,
are we to
bang,
20?
bang from deep. It's 55-4. we're pretty much there. Well, I guess we're 2 away. Taking it away again was Lovington, and it goes out of bounds, but it is going to be Lovington's ball. I won't say that on the air.
Please don't.
I got some Lovington people. I won't say that one, though. 55-4, 157 remaining.
Keep your composure, Jimmy. Keep your composure. As long as not people texting from Jack, we're okay.
Kicking it up top to Castro. A long
deep three.
It won't go. Ball gets battled around, ends up into the hands of Buendia. Buendia trying to reset him.
Shoot it, Wendia. We need 20.
Skips around over here to the left side, over into the hands of Aranda.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, no, a shot is up. That was Barunda, and it's going to be tied up by Buendia. And so 1:29 remaining here in the first half. 55-4 is the score, and Lovington will be throwing it in. It'll be Buendia throwing it in right into the basket. They're going to step her out a little bit on the baseline.
But it's going number 42, I bet.
Yeah, that would be a good plan, I would think, to just throw it up, but they don't do that.
Oh,
They get
go
it
back
to the
to
corner.
her for a
Buendia,
deep
her
three.
shot is up. It won't go. Lovington trying to save it. And they're going to step on the line, so it'll be out of bounds. It's going to be Dexter Lady Demon ball with 1:23 remaining here in the first half.
The score is what? 55-4 in favor of the Lovington.
That is a 51-point lead in the first half. 1:20 on the clock. Bringing the ball across the timeline is Dexter. They float it over here to the right side. Ball's in the hands of 2-3. Now down into the hands of Navarez in the corner. She's trying to get out of the corner, struggling. She's trapped down there. The ball gets knocked away and goes out of bounds. It's going to return to Dexter.
Got some subs coming in for Lovington and Dexter.
Multiple subs. Castro and Aranda come in. Taking a seat is Barunda.
And a Fuentes for the Demons, right? Number 35?
And Buendia. And then over on the other side, Fuentes. So Dexter to inbound over here in the corner, trying to get it in. And she's going to step in. And so it's going to be Lovington ball after another turnover. 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 2. The score is 55-4. Handing it over to that right side. Coming over the top is Castro. She's going to swing it back to the other Castro in the corner. A long three is up. It won't go. Big rebound there by 2-4 Salcido. Her lay-in put back won't go. And Dexter with the rebound.
Poked it out.
Yeah, just poked it out there.
55-4 is the score here. 44 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, go for it. You thought about it, right?
40 seconds. And here comes Dexter across the timeline.
Armstrong with no hurry.
They'll pick it up. They kick it out to Fuentes on the right side. She throws it down to Navarez. It goes off Navarez's hands over into some Lady Wildcat cheerleaders who did a toe touch, grabbed the ball, threw it over to the
There's
official.
actually more cheerleaders than there as basketball players.
I concur.
A lot
on
more.
both teams.
25 seconds to go here in the first half. Lovington with the ball out there on the right wing. They get it to Castro. They're going to try to float it
nice
down
job.
low, and they do.
Oh, beautiful.
And going up strong is Schaus, and she gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line. If they can ever figure that part out of their game, because I'm going to tell you, I've seen some of the teams that Lovington's going to face. They've got the guards that can shoot it and dribble the ball.
Open it up.
If they can figure out how to throw that little lob pass down into the 6'5 Schaus, it's going to be nightmares for a lot of teams.
And she's been asking for it every time she comes down.
Yes, I concur. And she drops in the first free throw.
That's even a plus, being that big and making free throws.
56-4.
I mean that tall, I apologize.
17 seconds remaining here in the first half, and she swishes in the next one. That's 6 points for Schaus. So Dexter with the ball, 15 seconds to go in the first half. 57-4 is what the board shows. Over to number 35,
Armstrong.
Fuentes. She kicks it cross court. A shot is
in
up.
and out.
It won't go. Ball gets slammed into the hands, and up the floor comes number 5. That is Aranda, who's going to take a three at the buzzer, and it won't go. And at the end of the first half, the score is Lovington 57, Dexter 4. Dexter wasn't able to put a point on the board during that second quarter.
Not 1 point up there, Coach.
Man, as far as some scoring for the two teams, Elizabeth Buendia leads all scorers with, 19 points.
Come on, give her that 1 point.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She got 19 right now. Barunda with 9. Castro with 6. Other Castro with 6, so both with 6. Aubrey Aranda with 5. And Abigail Schaus with 6. I think I said Salcido was 6. Over on the other side, Dexter with
Fuentes.
4 points, and Jimenez
yes.
has all 4 of those. It's the only bad thing, and I know it's a game. It is what it is. You got to get out here and play it, and sometimes it's just this way. It's hard to get overly excited. I was looking forward to some excitement, some hollering, some announcing. I kind of look. I look like a fool anyway in a game, but I really look like a fool if we're up 57-4 and I'm jumping up, screaming and hollering and going, "Yeah, in the face, and we're winning by 50. It's like
It's kind
everybody in the gym kind of.
I ain't gonna say anything. You're gonna do it either way.
it's kind of a buzz kill.
That's just in your blood.
Yeah,
you're gonna go crazy either way.
I probably am.
Here in Eunice, in love of watching Hobbs play anywhere, you're gonna be a fool.
This kind of a buzz kill with the score, man.
Yeah.
Hey, for those of you back at the station or anybody that might be listening and know that have my contact info, let me know. I'm interested in how the Hobbs Lady Eagles are doing playing over in El Paso today. And so I'd love to know what
that
the
would have been a
score is.
drive, huh, to go and do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it for sure. And
When you get a private jet or a helicopter, they can just take us everywhere.
We got Ovi.
Yeah.
There you go.
We just need a sponsor by the helicopter. Put our picture on there. That'd be pretty cool. It'd have to be a big helicopter with our picture.
With a big old thumb.
I'm not much of a helicopter guy.
Why not?
I like a plane. I'm all about it getting in a plane, but when a helicopter, when those things quit going around and around, that helicopter just goes.
The same thing with the plane. You just go. Phew.
No, the plane you can at least glide.
Oh.
In fact, you should listen to Ovi tell stories about how when he was in his first semester of flight school, he said the flight instructors would take them out and you'd be flying and they just shut the engine off and you'd have to go through your steps to restart. In the meantime, you'd have to glide it and
kind of just go through your program.
I'd be like beating him up until we hit the ground. What I'd be doing.
Yeah, he's down there in flight school right now, and he comes home with some interesting stories. That first semester especially, he said they'd be flying down there and their instructors would tell them, okay, I want you to just pull back on the I call it a steering wheel. I'm sure that's not what it's called, but pull back on the steering wheel and start letting up on the fuel. And I guess eventually he said your plane starts to nose up, and it gets to the point where it's like you're on a snow mountain, and you've run out of steam going up.
It's going backwards.
So all of a sudden you just go backwards, and the heavy part of the plane is in the nose. So once it starts going backwards, the nose swings around, and he says you're just nosediving straight at the ground. And then you got to go through to restart it and do all that stuff and get control of it and take off. And you should have heard him tell some of those stories when he come home. My wife's sitting there looking at going, this is what you're doing in college?
His insurance just went up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, at least he's not partying.
Yeah.
You never know.
And that is
It's pretty
true.
hard to be flying hungover, huh?
Yeah, I don't know whether he isn't. Don't have any idea.
We do not encourage it.
At all.
Hey, some talking points here that I wanted to mention. Once again, we already talked about Lovington with the state football championship. Congratulations. I talked about Chief, for sure. As I was looking through the NMAA record books before this game, I always try to go in and look and see if they've got any players from this school or that school that are on the all-time record leaders for the entire state, not just for a school. I noticed that Kinsey Black from Lovington is in the NMAA record books in the top 10 list. She has 267 career three-pointers. She is second all-time behind Carlsbad's Carson Boswell, who was just a few ahead of her. And so congratulations to Kinsey Black, a Lovington player here back, I would say probably about 2010, 11, somewhere in that
so it wasn't
general.
too long ago then, huh?
Yeah, I remember watching her play. If I recall correctly, I think her dad was the coach, if I recall correctly. Also, she is that same person, Kinsey Black, is also number 7 all-time in the NMAA New Mexico girls basketball career rebounds with 907 rebounds. So congratulations to her. She's still standing in the record books. Just a little tidbit of information. I couldn't not shout out my daughter Jada Jones is on that list with Kinsey Black. She's listed at number 5 all time with 1,093 career rebounds. She's number 5 all time in New Mexico. And speaking of Jada, she's New Mexico's all-time assist leader and all-time steals leader for all classes for the NMAA.
And she's been there for a while, right?
She came a few years after Kinsey did, but yeah, she's still holding those records right now. And so anyway, kind of a neat deal for Jada. Congratulations. I know she was listening earlier, so shout out to Jada and my grandbabies, Jason, Isla, Wayne. I know Chloe was listening as well, so shout out to Chloe as well.
Talking about Chloe, when do the Cardinal Lady Cards have their first game? I think it's in Plains, correct?
Yeah, I believe the Lady Cards kick off or tip off their season next week. Late in the week. It's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday in the Plains tournament. The boys get to start a little earlier. I think they start Tuesday at home versus Portales. Speaking of Portales, this Lovington football team put the Mercy smackdown on them this weekend. And my message earlier said, man, this game's starting to look like the Portales Lovington football game. And I wasn't going to say it, but I threw it in there anyway, just for you Lovington
We
folks
found a way, guys.
happy.
We always seem to please our listeners.
Squeeze it in.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right. We'll squeeze it in there. Want to thank those sponsors. Years ago I worked for the state police.
I wonder if you can zoom in
and
on that wall.
I spent a lot of time up here in this Lovington area running around, me and Keith Clayton in our state police cars. It was a good time. And so I look at these sponsors. I mean, these have been the same sponsors, kind of like in Eunice, where we have those same ones that do everything. Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, Western States Insurance. I got that theme in my head. I
have not heard the commercial.
Oh, man, you're going to have to spend more time up this way.
We're doing yard work, I guess.
So shout out to Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, and Western States Insurance for making this broadcast possible. We appreciate you.
Yes, it's a fun night here in Lovington, man. It's something a little different pace from the other day. We were in Lubbock watching the Eagles face the Plainsmen?
The Plainsmen, Lady Plainsmen.
That was a fun game.
Plains
broadcast. Plains women. I don't know. Plainsmen, Plains women.
And I believe Monterey is playing tonight versus Friendship. And Friendship's supposed to be pretty decent. There's a bunch of schools in that Lubbock,
area.
Amarillo area that are highly ranked in Texas this year. And, of course, we were able to cover that game the other day with Aaliyah Chavez. I sat and visited with her parents a while before I left, and even took a picture with the young lady.
I love your post. I was going to say that. I love your post with your little hashtags. Like, well, man, this guy's crazy.
Oh, man, I tell you, they were pretty neat. And what you got to understand is my daughter Chloe, who's a senior now, Aaliyah Chavez is a junior. And when the kids were small, everybody around here that does anything with sports goes over into West Texas to play in little tournaments and things. And so we used to end up in a lot of little tournaments because Chloe always played with like Alina there in Eunice and that group with Marty. And so that young lady was always in the same division. So from the time they were knee high, they would always play each other. And, of course, that young lady's now, ESPN's #1 ranked girls high school basketball player in the country.
It's pretty neat to be able to experience that.
Yes.
In this part of the world.
Yeah. And then it was so neat to go over there and cover. I got home and I told my wife, I said, it's funny because we do Eunice games all the time. And the Eunice people, the Eunice fans as a whole love us, I think. But there are some that don't.
You said love us.
But it's funny because we went over there, man, and I got to tell you, they treated us like celebrities.
Royalty,
When I first got there, I walked up, I was by myself, I had my stuff. A lady come running out and said, "Are you Mr. Jones?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And she's like, "We've got you a table set up at half court." They escorted me in. If you need anything, let me know. They walked me in, introduced me to the Chavez family. They just...
Got the score for you, boss.
All right, so Hobbs 78, El Paso 28.
Kinda like
Hobbs with a thumping, a 50-point win. That's a long way to drive for a 50-point win.
But boy,
Yeah,
it feels
but
good
it's
on the
better-
bus
it's
with the
better than-
50-point win.
Oh, yeah, that's better than a 50-point loss after drive home.
Hey, I tell you, the Lady Cards are going to be or Lady Cards. The Lady Eagles are going to be the real deal
Man,
this
they're
year.
going to be golden. They're golden, man.
Yeah, I read in the Albuquerque Journal today where even the Albuquerque Journal's got them predicted to be the top team in the state. So here we go, getting ready to start the second half. Dexter going to throw it in at the timeline. 8 minutes and the clock starts to tick. 57-4. Dexter running around the right side.
Oh, start calling for
Oh,
travel.
they're going to call a travel. I thought they were going to call the
Foul.
foul on
I did too.
Buendia.
There hasn't been a foul called yet this game, guys.
I
Not
usually
one
call a
foul.
spade a spade. I thought she got fouled. No call, but hey, it is what it is. 57-4, 7:35 on the clock. Buendia brings it across the timeline, dribbles over to the right side. She's going to
runs into her own player.
Her and the player
Jimenez
ran into
gets
each
the
other.
ball.
And here comes Jimenez, kicking it over to the other Jimenez, who throws it up. It won't go. Ball gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of the Lady Wildcats. They're going to throw it ahead to Buendia. Buendia misses the chip shot. Man, I think everybody stayed in the locker room for halftime, and now it's stolen back away, and now it's stolen away again. We had 4 turnover steals
Back to back to back
in
to back.
about a 5-second period.
In the space of 5 feet.
We're trying to give you something to be excited about, Jimmy.
I mean, even a guy with a mouth that runs like my little motor mouth can't keep up with all that. 6:55 on the clock.
It's a lot of action.
Lovington going to pull up, shoot the short one. It won't go. That was Barunda. Coming back the other way is Jimenez. She heads over to the right side, and she's going to dribble it out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover, and we go back the other way.
Should we call a timeout? Think about it.
Man,
Rosendo called a timeout. We're going to
Timeout
talk
from
about
the,
this.
from the press box.
my brain, I just can't remember. What is the clock mercy rule in basketball?
I don't
I didn't know
know. I
there's
thought
one.
35.
I think there is, but anyway, a long shot is
He's
up
thinking,
and
if you're
no
listening,
good
let us know, right?
by Barunda. I doubt he's listening
I
to the
doubt it too.
Wildcats. I do got an official that's on there listening, so shoot me a message if you
Oh,
know.
finally scored
and
one.
laying it in is number 1-4. That's Barunda, and that's 11 points for Barunda. 6 minutes on the clock. The scoreboard shows 59-4. Bringing it across is Jimenez. She kicks it over to Fuentes. Fuentes probably going to give it back to her. Now she's going to dribble up. She crosses over. Thought about a spin move. Then she does the handoff. She handed it off to Buendia, and Buendia's on the other team. And with 5:40 and the clock is ticking, it's going to be Lovington ball.
Sorry.
So bringing it across the timeline is Lovington. That's Castro. Castro dribbles it over to the left side, hands it to Buendia. Buendia comes through the middle, hands it back to the other Castro. Now she's going to dribble through on the weave.
Little motion
Coming
here.
up near the top, over to Buendia. Buendia with the kick out, over to
Ooh, deep
Castro.
three.
Castro with a deep three, it won't go. Rebounded by the Dexter Lady Demons, and they hand it off to Fuentes. And so Dexter going to walk it up. She steps in the eye of the Wildcat. I think the Wildcat flinched and closed its eye a little bit. They kick it over to the right side. Does Jimenez. Jimenez with a long
There's a
three.
pass. There's a pass.
Ends up into the hands of Armstrong. The shot is
foul.
up by, I believe that was Jimenez
Yes,
again.
sir, it was Jimenez. It was a little
Jimenez.
give and go.
Jimenez shot goes up and it won't go. I mean, she's just a
A beast out there. She's
one-man
trying.
band.
I'm trying. She's trying, brother. She's not giving up.
59-4, under 5 minutes to go, and Jimenez goes to the line. Her first shot is up and it won't go.
It was close. Take your time.
She's ready. Her next shot is up and it won't go. Big sky and rebound there by 2-4 Aaron Salcido. Here comes Lovington back the other way. Little weave action. They hand it off. Top of the key. Barunda throws up a three. It won't go. Rebound
By
big
Armstrong.
time by Fuentes of Dexter. She's going to do the old step through, step back, step through, step back while Lovington was trying to get it. And they end up calling her for the foul.
Childs comes back into the game here for the Lovington Wildcats. The score is 59-4. A tough game here in the third quarter.
I'm told
Maybe
that,
they have to wait till the second half for the clock to run.
I'm told it's 50 points. If it's over
Oh,
50,
50.
it's supposed
Okay.
to stop on everything except two-shot fouls or timeouts. So coming through the middle is Fuentes. Fuentes goes up, has her shot partially blocked out of bounds. It'll remain Dexter ball under their basket. They're going to throw it in on the baseline. Tyfrin hands it over. Looking through the middle, they float it up top. A shot is
blocked.
up, and it is blocked by Aranda. Aranda kicks it ahead to Castro, who's going to lay it in. And that's 8 points for Malaya Castro.
C square, right?
No, that's the other one. This is MC1. This is the Jedi Princess. She's Leia. All right. She's got that.
Layered it up.
Fuentes out there dribbling like crazy. Back to Jimenez. Picks up a dribble back to Fuentes. Drives a little bit, but she is fouled as she goes into the basket. Who was she fouled by? 14?
What is that? Is that the second or third?
I want to say the third.
Third foul?
That has been
Third
called.
foul of the game, huh?
It's nice because the game moves quicker.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. 61-4, under 3 minutes to go. Trying to inbound is Jimenez. She throws it to the white team. The white team on the run out, that is Lovington. And that is Castro. She steps through and lays it in for her 10th point of the ball game. 2:45 on the clock.
You didn't get that, did you, Charlie?
What's that?
They're throwing to each other, both out of bounds.
2:35 on the clock. Throwing it over to Navarez on the right side are the Lady Demons. Looking down inside, a lot of pressure. Buendia almost takes it away. Navarez ends up with it again. Now Buendia's got it. She's going to push it up the floor. Looking ahead, she kicks it to Castro. Castro stops, steps through, lays it up. It won't go. Rebound, Dexter Lady Demons. The Lady Demons got it. That's number 35, Karina Fuentes, the junior. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Pressured by Buendia. Almost stolen away by Barunda. 2:05, and the clock continues to tick. 63-4.
Tick.
2 minutes left.
Tick. It's the fastest quarter I've seen in a while.
Looking up top, they get it to 2-3. We'll call her MJ. We don't have a name for her. She kicks it over to the right side. Swings it over to Navarez on the right corner. Back up to the top to Jimenez. Back to Navarez. Navarez pulls for three, and her three touches nothing but air and goes out of bounds. 63-4 is the score. It's going to be Lovington ball. 1:35 on the clock. Buendia has it. I got to get excited about something.
What did I tell you, listeners? He's just a crazy man. He's just a fool.
Castro to Buendia. Back over to the right side. Back down to Castro. I said Castro. Yeah, that's Castro.
Yeah, so Jimenez gets the rebound. Oh, nice crossover.
Jimenez tried to, and Schaus came through, had it for a second, then she loses it. Now Navarez got it. Now Jimenez.
Going backwards here. Number 50 is...
That's Candelaria. And they're going to call a 10-second call from that stifling defense from the Lady Wildcats. It was like a flock of cats. They were like, wow, wow.
After that demon, huh? They're trying to get that demon, huh? And the clock is still running, huh?
Under 1 minute to go, 63-4. You know those cartoons where you see like the little cat's feet coming out and little piles of dust, and every now and then you hear a round? That's the way that defense looked. They
is that an
floated
alley-oop?
down low for Schaus. Schaus misses the drop in. Rebound back to the Cats. Dribbling down the side is Aranda. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Rebound Fuentes and the Demons.
Turns and burns, huh?
She kicks it down the floor to Jimenez. Jimenez floats through the lane, throws it to Navarez. Navarez took a few steps, thought about walking over to the Piggly Wiggly, and now she has it taken away. And anyway, ball goes out of bounds. Clock continues to run here. 15 seconds to go. 63-4.
Over the last shot or what?
I guess so. What the heck? 2-3 MJ
Got to get it
in.
inbounds first.
They get it up top to Fuentes. Fuentes around the right side to Navarez. Navarez going to maybe throw it away. She's going to throw it away. Here goes Buendia. Buendia chunks up a half corner.
Almost.
And it won't go off the back of the rim. 63-4 is your score at the end of the three. Lady Wildcats with the big lead.
Let me fix the score here. Not that much scoring right there. We did have some fouls in that quarter, so that's a good thing. Dexter did not score any of there at all once again.
Dexter hasn't scored a point since the first quarter, and Lovington only put in 6 that quarter. Which
kind of like a rough quarter, you can say, right? Kind of a lot of turnovers there as well.
Shout out these sponsors right fast.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Auto Supply, and Western States Insurance. And the song?
Western States oh wait, hold on, let me think about it.
We do not have copyright.
We got you covered. Western States Insurance. Something like that.
There you have it.
Do they insure you?
No.
He said, nah, they will after the night.
No, they don't, but
so we got a new guy for our jingle.
Yeah. My jingle is not very good looking.
His jingler's broke, folks.
His jingle is old.
My jingle era is not.
No.
It's not working.
No.
His jingle
Back to
bell's
the action
broke.
out here on the court.
It's not very good looking. 63-4.
Back to the action.
Starting the fourth quarter.
It's like the game. It's very horrible right now.
Dexter throws it in. Gets it over to the left side. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. That's Jimenez. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Lovington ball.
Well, something like this on a serious note, as the Dexter coach, what do you do to take from this? I mean, there has to be some positive, right?
Yeah, 7:40 remaining here.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Buendia kicks it out to the left side. Navarre's shot is up, and it is good.
Another 3.
That was Barunda.
I got you.
Barunda for 3.
Why are we even keeping score, man?
14-66-4, and trying to keep it going here. It's down to 7:11 on the clock.
A big gulp.
It's time for a big gulp.
We
And
need to get to
it's,
7:20 so we can just relax a little bit.
They also had Slurpees at the 7-Eleven back in the day. Get us a Slurpee and a big gulp. Throwing it in is Dexter. Dexter with it on the left wing. Up top to Fuentes. She's going to dribble up that direction. Now she pulls back, going the other way.
Thought about
She
a 3.
has it knocked out by Barunda. Some subs coming in for the Lady Demons. 5-0 is Candelaria. She steps out. 2-2 comes in. That's Armstrong. She's got the flex. Throws it out to the top. That's 21 Jimenez. Jimenez back to Fuentes. Fuentes dribbles into the double team. Then drops it down low with a good little post move. Armstrong down in there. She was flexing. Shimmied a little
that was
bit.
a jump ball.
And they're going to call the foul
It's a
on
foul.
the reach. 66-4. 6:15. The clock continues to tick. Dexter to throw it in under the Lovington, or under their basket. I'm sorry. Jimenez swings it up top.
Oh, good job getting it in.
They get it in. Almost stolen away by Buendia.
Almost again,
stolen
and
away.
she got
Now
it.
she's got it. She goes behind the back, crosses over,
Oh, backs her up.
spins through
Little
a little
fadeaway.
step back. Kobe. It won't go. Rebound to 2-4 Salcedo. It goes back to the top of the key, then swings all the way to Aranda on the right wing. And she's going to knock down a 3. Bang, bang, bang from deep. That is Aranda. 5:40 on the clock. 69-4 is the score.
She's wide open, made it look easy, didn't she?
Jimenez over to Fuentes, over on the left side. She's going to pull it back out. Got to set up the offense, run some clock. 5:29 on the clock here.
This guy.
69-4.
Another steal.
Cross-court pass
kickball,
gets knocked
kickball.
away. They're going to call the kick on Castro, who was coming up for the steal on the run out. Buendia going to go to the bench. I've got her at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points. Also, Salcedo going to the bench, and she's got 6. Navarre steps off for the Lady Demons. Inbounding the ball is Dexter. Dexter with it up near the top of the key. That's Fuentes, Karina Fuentes. She steps through, a little step through, a little pivot foot action. She's working that pivot. She pivots again. She pivots one more time, and then has it tied up. 5 seconds. It's going to be Lady Cat ball.
Turnover after turnover here, boys. We got to get 6 points on the board for the Dexter Demons.
4:40 on the clock. Lovington to throw it in. They bring it across the timeline. They float
nice
it down
feed.
low to Schaus. She kicks it out. They're going to go back to her. No, they're not. Over into the corner, a little step through move, a little jab and go, and a floater up off the glass. Schaus almost with a rebound, gets knocked away from her. Pushing back the other way, and they're going to call Schaus for the reach.
As Jimenez was dribbling around her.
That was close.
4:15, the clock
He
continues to
almost
run.
knocked her down. What do you mean it's close?
Nah, she tripped on
69-4.
her shoelace.
She looked like a Lovington linebacker hitting a Portales quarterback.
Hey, down goes Frazier.
69-4. Dexter going to walk it across the timeline. They swing it over the left side. Almost stolen away. Going to call him for the foul again. Wonder if you could foul out at the. I'm sure you could, but
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can, Jimmy.
I'm certain you can. But with a running clock with 3 minutes to go,
That'd be tough. We should try right here, right?
I know.
35 foul.
All right, so Fuentes with it over here on the left wing. She dribbles up near the top, tries to cut through the defense. She does it. She throws up a floater, and it's in. She busts
6 points, baby.
She busts it from the free throw line in their eye.
I like the phone for me.
That is Fuentes for 2 on the floater. Coming back the other way quickly is Lovington. Schaus with the rebound and the putback. And Schaus says, this is my Schaus. 71-6.
Not in my house.
3:15 to go in this ball game. The score is 71-6. Dexter with it. They bring it across the timeline.
Look at that backside. She's wide open to give it to her.
Dribbling up toward the top of the key. Looking over. She crosses over. Steps through. A little spin move. Throws up a three, and it gets blocked. It was blocked by number, is that 4?
Yes. 14.
Borunda.
The motor.
The motor.
250 left in the game. 250.
The motor. I was out there.
2:50, the clock continues to run. 71-6 is the score.
Can't
Dexter
move your
with
feet.
it on the baseline. She floats it up top to 1-5. That's Acosta. Acosta with a little step
big
through
four.
jab pass
3-0.
to Mraz. Her shot won't go. Rebounded by Buendia. Buendia kicks it up the floor to Castro. Castro pulls it out. Kicks it back to Buendia. Buendia for 3. Her 3 won't go.
Nothing
It's
but
out of
air, right?
bounds. 2:20 on the clock. The clock continues to run. 71-6 is the score.
Yeah, there
There's
you
a
go.
double dribble.
There you go. She look.
Oh, man, double dribble.
Yeah, and that's going to be a turnover back to Lovington. 2:10 on the clock. Lovington going to get it down on the baseline. You got Buendia in there. I look for him to throw it up high.
So, Schaus.
High, maybe to Schaus. Throw it up high. There they go. They throw it right high. And she lays
money.
it off the glass. Schaus for 2. I called it. For you odds makers
I think
in
everybody
Vegas.
in the stands knew they were giving it to her.
73-6. 1:45 on the clock.
If they didn't know that, they ain't paying attention to the game.
Oh, and it's taken away. No, now it's given back. Castro,
Watch out,
Buendia, they're out there playing bumper boats out near midcourt. Spinning around. Here comes the defense again. Let's see what they call this time. Oh, they're going to call a foul on the Lady Cats.
On number 12, I believe.
1:25 remaining here in
Tell
this
them to calm
ball
down,
game.
calm down.
73-6 is the
Calm
score.
down.
Multiple subs, and Dexter inbounds.
1:15 left in
It's
the
getting
game.
close.
To the end.
Jimenez over to Fuentes. Fuentes crosses over. She steps back, breaks some ankle. She double dribbled. There's no call, but it's okay. She does it again. She steps
There
through.
you
She
go.
double
Another-
dribbled
She
again, and
double
she's going to go.
dribbled
She
again.
triple
Shut up.
dribbled. She
Shut
hands
up.
it down low. Acosta
Triple
floats
dribble.
through the middle. They kick it back out to
Jimenez
Jimenez.
for 3.
Jimenez
Oh.
throws up like a crooked shot. It's no good. And heading down the paint is Castro, who floats in and gets fouled. And she lays it in off the glass. Silky smooth. Shake and bake because she's butter.
Boys, that was a lot of contact. They threw her into the cheerleaders. What you mean?
75-6.
And I believe the clock will expire while she's shooting her third shot.
That'd be perfect time to dribble it.
Dribble, dribble, dribble.
Close game here.
Clock check, dribble again. Clock check, shoot, buzzer.
That's 12 points for the Princess Jedi Master. She's got 12, a chance for 13. Is she a teenager?
Oh,
No.
man.
Dexter with the rebound,
And no
12
hurry.
seconds to go in this ball game. They're running down the floor.
Throw
They
it
throw
away.
it right to the Cats. The Cats going to have a chance for a buzzer beater. Getting down
throw
the
it,
floor
throw it,
is
shoot it.
Miranda,
Oh.
and she loses it out of bounds.
Timeout. Nope.
The clock is going to expire. And in your opening game of the season, the Lady Cats 75, Dexter 6.
They took care of business, right?
And only 5 fouls called the whole game.
Quick rundown on
Beautiful.
leading scores. Elizabeth Buendia with 19. Borunda with 13. Malaya Castro with 12. Myra Castro with 6. Aubrey Aranda with 8. Aaron Salcido with 6. And Abigail Schaus, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. Over on the other side, Fuentes with 2. And Jimenez with 4.
Nobody got 20 points for Lovington?
Nobody with 20. Want to shout out to some sponsors, Stone Oil Field Services. Thank you for doing what you do. If you need some oil field services, I believe they do like vacuum trucks,
Yes, sir.
water trucks, that sort
hot
of things,
oiler.
hot oilers.
Yes, sir.
Stone Oil Field is the person or the place for you to go. Lee County Electric Co-op. If you need that juice, some energy like the Lady Cats here today, check with Lee County Electric Co-op. They can energize you. Bob's Thriftway. You need a sandwich? You've immersed yourself today in the sounds of a Jimmy Resendo
And maybe
and
some ice
Charlie
cream.
sandwich. If you need a sandwich and some ice cream, Bob's Thriftway. Lovington Auto Supply. I may need some auto supply because, my tires are getting a little worn
Little
from all
worn
this
out.
running we're doing up and down the highway. Run on down to Lovington Auto Supply and Western States Insurance. That theme.
It's in your head.
That's
You're
your
gonna
sponsor.
sing it next week when you say Lavelle Insurance.
Hey, so we appreciate you. We appreciate the opportunity to come up here and broadcast Lovington's opening game. It is what it is. It's always fun to come up here and do something different. I will say this, if we're going to come and do all these Lovington games, Hobbs games, things like that, we're going to have to get us a variety of shirts.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
we look kind of funny when we're strolling in all these places in
Our
our red
red
shirts.
shirts.
So you Lovington folks, you Hobbs folks, you're going to get us a Wildcat and an Eagle shirt so that we can wear
Got
them in
to.
when we go, I wear a medium. I like it mid-drift with my belly sticking out.
He
Two
said
X.
midriff. Man, I ain't gonna say
Rosendo
it.
prefers a tank top so he can pull out the guns, and Charlie likes those. What do they call them? Those stretchy shirts.
Oh, they're like the wife
real
beaters.
stretchy.
Those stretchy ones, the ones that you wear tight, like compression shirt.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it's
compression
called.
shirt.
That way he can air out the muscles a little bit.
Air 'em out.
Anyway, any thoughts on today's game?
It was fun to cover. It's good here. I'm glad that Lovington was victorious here. Other than that, I'm ready to go home.
I'll be getting home by supper time now.
Yeah, for sure. So for Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Lovington Lady Wildcat sports. Both the Lady Wildcats, JV and varsity, with the big wins today here over Dexter. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.